On this episode of Orange Blue Country, we're going to react to the Denver Broncos 2025 schedule release and unexpected rivalry we got going permanent with the Broncos. Next, let's go. Welcome to the Orange and Blue Country. Today, my reaction to the Denver Broncos schedule release. NFL released the schedules last Wednesday, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. And we're gonna predict our way too early predictions on what the Broncos record is gonna be. All right, so we're gonna dive into that. So it's super exciting. Denver Broncos, like I said, I think the Broncos, the NFL is better when the Broncos are relevant and ready to go. That's why we got four primetime games. So I'm super excited, and we have the 14th toughest schedule this year. So it's gonna be, we got to see where we at. Let's see if we can take that jump. If everybody can take that jump, that defensive jump. I want to go over my roughly how I feel about the schedule. Super excited for this Broncos team this year, 2025. Hopefully those jumps will come, and we'll dive into more of the schedule. But first up, I want to let's take a peek at the schedule. All right, so this is the schedule for uh 2025 Denver Broncos. All right, starting off with week one with Tennessee. Tennessee's, they drafted Cam Ward, which is going to be that's a tough matchup against us for Cam Ward for his first NFL game. So I expect that to be a Broncos win, but we'll get down. We'll that's later down the line. Way to predictions. But yeah, Cam Ward, we got starting off with Tennessee. Again, the NFL didn't give Cam Ward no slack with that one. We got Colts, we got Chargers, we got Bengals, Eagles, which I like those two early in the game. And then we fly to the Jets. New York come home, Russell Wilson game. If he's not benched or anything by then, or if they don't want to get Jackson started. We got the Cowboys, Texans, Raiders, Chiefs, bye week. I love the bye week there. Rest up. You're halfway through the season, and then get healed up and move on. Then you got that big game coming out on Sunday night, and then you got in Vegas, Green Bay. I'm glad we're not going to Green Bay. So here in Colorado, it can be 50 and sunny in December, and Green Bay is going to be miserable. So I'm glad that game is home. And then we got Travis Hunter coming back to Colorado, which that's going to be awesome. KC, that's that EKC on Sunday night. That's the big game. That's probably playoff implications. The last two, the last one is Chargers, which that's probably playoff implications as well. So I like the schedule. I like how everything worked out. So yeah, the Broncos should take steps. Bo Nix should take another steps. We got 4 primetime games. We play Christmas Day against the Chiefs. That's going to be big. And then my out of all the whole schedule, the biggest game I believe that it's going to be is the new rivalry, the unexpected rivalry that we have brewing with the Washington Commanders. Just a simple fact is Broncos fans hate the fact that they're not giving Bo Nix love compared to Jaden Daniels. They're 1 and 2 in the Rookie of the Year award, and it seems like everybody, big time media, ESPN, everyone is just like Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels here and Bo Nix here. Oh, he's okay. He's just this. He's just this. So if Bo Nix takes that jump, and and show everybody on national TV that he took that step and he's ready to play. But it's just the unexpected. It's just an unexpected rivalry. I know fans ready to fired up for it. The quarterback comparison of the Commanders to Bo, that's the reason why it feels like a rivalry now. You know what I mean? I feel a rivalry, and I never really gave a shit about the Commanders, but that rivalry got Broncos fans just ready to go. So we can get it's going to be fun. So I want to show you all a video of last year's stats and the comparison of it.
By no means a Jaden Daniels hater, but the fact that Bo Nix is plus 10,000 to win Rookie of the Year blows my mind. Like plus 10,000 is saying, yeah, there's a 0% chance he's winning. He's just not, which is crazy because he has 4 more passing touchdowns than this guy and almost 250 more passing yards. The 2 most important stats when it comes to a quarterback. And I'm still not saying it should be Bo Nix, but I think this should be a tight race. I mean, both these guys led their teams to the playoffs. I think the Broncos had significantly less help. Completion percentage is about the same. The rushing touchdowns is similar, but like 99% odds for Jaden Daniels, 1% odds for Bo Nix. I just feel like he's getting slept on very, very hard. And I think overall the Broncos have a better shot at upsetting the Bills than the Commanders do at upsetting the Bucks, and that may be a hot take. I also think that the reason that Daniels, because Daniels has so many iconic moments like the Hail Mary, but like you shouldn't be in a close game with those bad teams in the first place. The game against the Falcon, like when Bo Nix plays bad teams, he just blows them out, plain and simple. But again, I'm not a Daniels hater. Daniels probably gonna win, and he deserves it. He's good, but I just really think Bo Nix should have a higher shot than 1%.
So yeah, that's one of those things where the comparisons of Bo Nix and that rivalry started to build up. So we'll see them on. We'll see Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders on Christmas, or not Christmas, Sunday night, prime time. And hey, the Commanders look good. And the dudes said that to take the Buffalo Bills, they whooped our ass. So let's not do that. Bo Nix and the Broncos against Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. We'll see. We added some. They added some in the draft. We added some good players. We got Evan Ingram, and if Franklin can take that jump, Vele can take that jump, Pat Bryant come in and be solid, and our defense is stacked. We should be number one or number three, top five, top three in the NFL. If we can get picked up Hufunga, we picked up Drake Greenlaw, we got Ingram, like I said, we got who else? We picked up Barron, we drafted Barron. So our defense looks good, especially on paper right now. So if we can get that going to where we stay healthy, we get them rolling, I think it's going to be hard for teams to beat us, especially at home. Our crowd at home is crazy. But let's get into my predictions and for this year and my reaction to my way too early, way too damn early predictions to our schedule. First up, we got Tennessee. Like I said, hard for Cam Ward to come out the game or come out the gate against us. I feel like that's a win. I think okay, so we're 1-0. We go to Indianapolis, the Colts. Their quarterback situation is messy. They always got a good running game with Taylor, but and they want to get us back from what we did to them last year. But I got that as a win, so we start off 2-0. Then we go to LA Chargers. Harbaugh, second year, um, always a tough time. He's always taking that jump in his coaching career. That second year is always a big jump for him. So I'm gonna get that as a loss. So we're 2-1. 2-1. All right. Coming home, Monday Night Football against the Bengals. I got that. I'm glad we got the Bengals early because they get off to slow starts. So I got Broncos starting 3-1. Then we fly out to Philly, where there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I believe we're losing that game. So we're gonna be 3-2, heading to London over the pond. Crumpets. So we're going to beat the Jets. You know, root for Justin Fields. The Jets seem like they're trending in the right direction for once. And Eric Glenn is going to get that defense riled up, and I think we win though. We still win in London. We go 4-2, heading back to Denver for the Russell Wilson Bowl. The Russell Wilson Bowl. So I'm calling it the Russell Wilson Bowl. So Russell Wilson is coming back for the first time to play against us since he left us 2 years ago. So I got that as a dub because who knows what the Giants got going on. So I got that as a dub. So we're going 5-2, heading to Dallas. Dallas comes to us. We always play Dallas well, and I believe we would play Dallas well again. I know they got Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Javonte Williams, Dak Prescott's coming back. We'll see how Dak Prescott comes off his injury. So, but I got Broncos winning. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-2, headed to Houston. It's gonna be a hard place to play. Houston has a good defense. It's a, I always feel like that's a toss up because I think we're just as good, but I'm gonna take the road team on that one. So we're gonna hit 6-3. We're gonna lose to Houston. We're gonna come home, Las Vegas. Vegas always gives a tough time. Geno Smith, Pete Carroll always gets that going, but I'm gonna give us a win. So I'm gonna go 7-3, and then we got the Chargers coming to us. The Chiefs come to us for the bye. I see that's a win, and this is where everybody going into the bye week. We're gonna be 7-3, 7-3, and the losses will be Philly, Houston, and Chargers. So 7-3 going into the bye. look in our rooms, looking okay, looking for the playoff push, hopefully competing for the AFC West. After that, come to the big game in Washington, Sunday Night Football against the newly rivaled Washington Commanders and Jaden Daniels. So I got that as a toss up, but I'm gonna give it to the home team. So when we come off, we're gonna lose that game, even though Sean Payton after bye is pretty good. So for this, I'm gonna go loss. So we're gonna go 7-4 on our way to Las Vegas. I feel like we're gonna win Las Vegas, sweep the series, and we're gonna be 8-5. Yeah, eight, not 8-5. So hold on, we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we go 9-3. So we go 9-4. Green Bay comes to us. I feel like we're gonna beat Green Bay at home, even though Jordan Love and the Green Bay found their quarterback again for another decade and a half. So with Jordan Love, we go, yep. So we go 10-4, going to Jacksonville. I feel like we're going to beat Jacksonville. We go 11-4. I think we. I want. I want the Broncos to win in Kansas City so bad, but I think that's a loss. We lose Kansas City to go 11-5, and then I think we finish out beating the Chargers to go 12-5. So yes, 12-5 is my record. Yeah. So overall, what I feel is I feel like the Broncos are that team is taking it. Last year took the steps in the right direction, got the first round. Now it's time to go compete for that division, for compete for the AFC West. And that's all Broncos fans want to do. We want to beat we just want to beat everybody in the AFC West. But I believe the AFC West is the hardest league in the NFL, and we got dogs as coaches in there. So, like I said, Franklin can take a jump, Bailey can take a jump. Our offensive line is pretty set. Our center will get him better. Our receivers can take a jump. RJ Harvey that we drafted can come in and be that number one running back and that all-purpose back that Sean Payton. I guess the Joker, if you want to say, will be pretty good. We'll come up, or our team will be a lot better. Bo Nix takes that jump, boy, watch out. If Bo Nix takes that sophomore stump or that sophomore jump, being all right, and I believe he will. Not just as a fan, but just the way how he was projected. He was getting better every week, and even that playoff game, it was a hard time going to Buffalo, but we look good in spurts. You know what I mean? Our defense just couldn't get off the field, which that's the reason why we got the defense that we got, and we got Evan Ingram on the offensive side of the ball. That I believe that it's going to help us open up the field a little bit more. I expect big things from Ingram, Portland, take that jump. Marvin Mims, take another jump. That would be perfect. You know what I mean? And our defense, I think we're set out the corners. We got Barron over there competing for the spot. We got McMillan or Macmillan, whatever he wants to call him. But good slot. We got 4 good corners. We got 2 good safeties. Well, 3 because PJ Locke is still on the team. So we got another safety with Hufanga and Brandon Jones. We got Alex Singleton coming back from ACL after turning the ACL last year. And we got Dre Greenlaw. Our pass rush was number 1 in the league last year, so let's keep that rolling. We just got to get paid. So I know John Franklin Myers looking for a contract, Benito's looking for a contract, but we'll get dive into more of that down the road. Our orange and blue country. So with your boy, so we'll dive in more into that, and then we'll dive into as well. We'll dive into more position by position. What to expect, what I expect. Just overall going down the roster and see what's going on, and then we're gonna stay here for news for OTAs, mini camps, or no training camp. I'm gonna push these out because I am a Broncos fan and I love talking Broncos. So again, 5-5 is my way too early predictions. Leave it, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, check out for more Orange and Blue Country. Shout out to all the Broncos countries. Leave a comment, notification, all that good stuff. Hit me up if you want to talk some Broncos. Again, appreciate y'all for listening. I'm out. Now hit the outro.